We're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Dick's Stadium in Kent, Ohio, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Kent State Golden Flashes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside his 5. So Kent State's offense comes onto the field first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Back to throw, it's Conrad. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Works the middle of the field.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Looking to throw again. Plucks it out of the air. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know.
Turning it on. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Golden Flashes want to move quickly. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kent State.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Kent State.
They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Conrad. Got his man. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And the golden flashes want to crank the tempo.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The golden flashes have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Tempo and overdrive.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the golden flashes getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Conrad. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, golden flashes.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's got him. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Touchdown Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Golden Flashes in the hurry up.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the tailback. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback will keep it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Off the RPO, full right, looking for the change. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Golden Flashes have their offense in high gear. Dropping back, it's Conrad. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He might want another play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Rushes on him. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Golden Flashes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
This is an design run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. With jet sweep pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State.
How nice is it on offense to have a quarterback with that kind of athleticism? Your playbook is so much more open when you get in 4th and goal situations just like that. You can call a pass play, and if it's not open, he can get you out of trouble with his legs. Nice job running that one in for a TD.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Cooper. Here's a heat. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Fakes to grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide.
There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. He's got it on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Got it behind the line. It's Jefferson. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the golden flashes, headed quickly to the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Conrad. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On target. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 1st down here for the offense. Back to throw, it's Cooper. Got a man. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent.
The Golden Flashes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air. It's Cooper. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the gun to give to the back. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up of 1 to the 35.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Gets it out fast. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Quick strike complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Quick completion to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Kent State 21, Clemson 19.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers are just so dynamic.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Pocket breaking down. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Golden Flashes want to pick up the tempo. On the move. Got enough for the first down. Wide open spaces. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Golden Flashes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Got his man on the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
28, Clemson 19.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Cooper. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his eyes.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got him downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the comeback is on. Remember this one simple precept, and your time with me will not have been ill spent. The tight end is always open.
They think that, too. They think they're always open. Throw me the football, but especially in the red zone. This is where you see most tight ends do most of their damage. Big body guys, QB find him, hit him, touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's into the open down the middle. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kent State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Cooper. Throws for the tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Offense in a bunch formation. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Out of the shotgun on third down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to fire deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense has not had an answer for this guy today. Already over 150 yards receiving. That time, the ball falls incomplete, but we haven't seen that happen too often today.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's going to take off. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Wants to throw. It's Conrad. He's got it on the move. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Golden Fashion. Fit it in the window for the score.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Clemson, 26.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Makes the quick grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Clemson jumps to the line. To the air, it's Cooper. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They'll throw it from the red zone. Back open in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll start this drive firing. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Conrad. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kent State.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air using the quick game. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Back to pass, it's Cooper. Grabs it in the middle.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Quickly complete.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Cooper. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been